How do you make an RV feel like your home?
You do a few little projects and it will feel so much better like a home.
Yeah, just like you were living in a sticks and bricks, but now we're living in a motorhome full time.
It's called a little bit of remodeling.
Hey, welcome to Tigner Adventures. Yep, so another beautiful day out about. We have been full time now for over 8 years.
We started our 9th year.
Yep, so anyway, lots of things have changed over that time frame, including we got another rig, right? We got Bella. Bella's the rig right behind us now.
We still love Beulah.
Yep, we still have Beulah. We haven't got rid of Beulah. We want to have 2 of them. They're both the same year. They're both 94 Holiday Ramblers. But if something happens to one, then we have another one to fall back on, because remember, we got rid of everything. So this is all we have for our residence. This is our living quarters. So we
like to
like to have a backup
like
for
a
it.
home.
Yeah, so we like to make it like a home. So what's some of the things that we are doing to make this a home? So that's what we're going to look into, because when you move into a rig, it's just a generic rig at that point, and then you have to go through and make it your own. And the more you do that, the more you will enjoy, especially full timing. If you're just going to go out for a weekend and come back, no big deal. But when you're full timing and you're living in this all the time, then it's really important to make it the comforts of home. Make it something we enjoy, right? Yeah, so anyway, we're going to take you around. I'm going to show you a few things, and then Ninette's going to show you a few things that we've done for her. And yeah, and we're going to just kind of give you some ideas of ways that you might be able to make your rig something that's something you like, and that you'll love to be out here full-timing also, if that's for you. It's not for everybody, but if it is for you, then these are some things that might help you out. So I guess the first thing we want to talk about is power. That was the first thing that I started working on, because we wanted to make sure that we had good power in the rig. It had a lot of old components and things. I didn't have any batteries actually with the rig. The ladies that we bought this from loaned us one of their batteries for a little bit so I could get this going. But we needed our own system, and so I put a lot of time and effort in to build this system here. I've also made changes in our battery compartment to make it a little bit more reliable. If you look here, I've taken some wood here. I've screwed this into the board here to kind of hold this into place better, put these straps in better here. I've put foam, 1-inch foam all around the outside of the compartment, so now it's really tight to help these batteries so they don't move around. And I've put my temperature sensor for my battery compartment right up here in the top left corner, sitting on there, so that if that starts getting warm or anything, help me keep tabs on what's going on in this compartment. So the next thing we're going to jump in and talk about a little bit is our sensors. I was talking to Ninette and telling her how much I'm really happy with these sensors, and she says, you should really be telling other people about this, because everyone goes through these types of situations. So I have 2 types of sensors on here that I've talked a little bit before about our temperature sensors. I have the one I just put there on the battery to kind of monitor the heat on the battery, but I also have them in our freezer, our food bay, our refrigerator, things like that. So if the door gets left open on the refrigerator, an alarm is sounded, or if our outside freezer loses power for whatever reason, we get these alarms. The newest thing that I've got now is from the same company, is these water sensors. And if you look here, this is really nice, because it alarmed me and told me that I'm having issues with the some water in my refrigerator compartment. So if we open up this refrigerator compartment and look in here, that particular line right there, that white hose, is supposed to be plugged into that little T, but for some reason this drain is plugged, and so I just have it going into this little dish, and that tends to fill up with water quite a bit. This is the condensation that you get from inside the refrigerator, and the reason I knew there was a problem is because Ninette says everything in the refrigerator is soaked. You know, what is going on? So as I dug into it a little bit, I found out it wasn't actually draining. And most of the times, like on Beulah, it's just a tube that comes out and goes into a little dish, and that water just evaporates off. Okay, so I thought, you know, on this one, it's such a fancy little deal, they decided to run it into the gray tank, which is a cool idea, but for some reason that's plugged up, and I don't know what it is yet. But for the time being, I've just taken it and plugged it into this little dish right here. And so if I zoom in here a little bit, I just got it kind of sitting in here right here, and I have a water sensor right behind there on the floor. And what happened is this started filling up. We're back here in the east where it has a lot of moisture, and so we are getting a lot of condensation in the fridge. So wow, so that keeps filling up. I've seen some people turn around and actually, you know, take a hose and then just stick it outside, you know. But then the problem with that is the water just tends to drain down the outside of the rig. You know, the hose would come out here, and then the water would just drain down the outside of the rig, and then they get a line on the outside from, you know, mineral buildup. So this little setup works really nice, and the sensors that I'm using work really nice. So this one happens to be on the refrigerator. Here you can also see that I have them under the sinks, each one of the sinks and the water heater. I also have one behind the back of the toilet in case that toilet connection starts leaking or anything like that.
And you always have to replace the mattress to be really comfortable.
Yeah, this is a really good one, huh?
Yeah.
A lot better than the one that was in here.
Oh yeah. David put these cute things up here so I can organize my glasses.
Yep. And we also added a fan up here.
Oh, that's always nice.
Because our bedroom don't have a fan in the roof. And Ninette really loves her new toilet. And we also got a new shower head that's very water conservative type. So that's really good too. So two definitely good add-ons.
Oh, and you always have to have a nice faucet. Not a spray faucet. Yes. Very good.
Yep.
Had one in the house, had one in the last one, had one here.
Yep.
This was the first thing he put in.
Yep, and we have our Keurig, and we have our toaster oven.
That makes my bread.
So months ago when I was back in Utah, I thought about this idea that I had these old lights up here on the motorhome, and every time I turned them on, they just were so dim I could never see anything outside. And so I have now swapped them out for these new LED ones. I had to fabricate around the outside just a little bit because the old one was larger up and down, taller than these, and so I put some aluminum there. And luckily the paint that I had for Beulah is the same color as the paint on the outside of this rig, so it worked out really nice. I was able to paint those, so they turned out really good. But these are really nice at night. You can see all around really good, and that was one of the problems, is that we'd be cooking at night or wanting to sit out at night or whatever, and it was just, you couldn't see anything. So this is working out really nice. And while I was at it, I went ahead and replaced this one over here also. And so this one has a switch on it, but the idea here is that it can help you when you need to look at your water lines and things like that at night. And we can't forget keeping Tansy happy. She loves her outside cage. And she also has this area up here in the front on our dash. We have these places that she can sit and watch outside and just sleep all the time. She loves this.
A spice rack. David made this beautiful spice rack.
Yep.
For all the goodies and all the cans. Uh-oh. Cans. Gotta have a lot of room.
She's all loaded up.
I'm all loaded up.
And they also set up this new stand for Ninette. We have charging stations there. We're hiding Tansy's little private area and her little scratching pad.
And this is so nice. It matches everything. It stores so many things. I have my sewing machines in here and all David's stuff, so it's not laying all over the floor. And all the things that just, you know, need a place to go.
Yep.
So it's very nice, and they stay shut and built very well, and not too heavy.
Yes.
Because there's no back.
This is very lightweight.
Even though it looks heavy.
Yeah. Then we mounted our TV up here, and we also have Ninette's computer. It's now mounted up there, and that goes down and out, and she can adjust it however she wants.
Bring it out too.
Yep.
See?
Adjust it anywhere she wants. Yeah. And of course, we have a bug thing there that we like to have on. And then this was the other thing we did. This is all the inside stuff just for Ninette and to make sure that she's happy with all the stuff. So we got our TV. Yep, we just got to get our pictures up on the screen. It's supposed to be a photo album. We just don't have the photo album portion of it working yet. We're still looking for a good photo album software that runs on the Roku TV that we can tie into easily. I also installed a power station over by my side of the couch and a place to put my drinks and things, and also a few different hangers that we can use to keep things organized. And this has been our latest addition that's made life pretty nice. This is a bike rack that was sent to us by Outfitter. You can check out this video if you're interested in it. But this is working really well for going out and just exploring some of the trails around and things like that, because it allows us to take the bikes on and off so easy that we're not making the decision to not do something because we can't get the bikes in and out of the car like we were before. It's just kind of a hassle, so we just we'll do it some other time. But this makes it so easy, we just do that. So that's our latest change or addition that we've made to making our lives a lot easier out here on the road. So you can see there's lots of little things that you can do to make your rig more homey.
Your home.
Yeah, it's supposed to. Yeah, it's supposed to be your home. So
home.
Just like
home improvements.
Yes, home improvement. So one of the issues that we have with the sticks and bricks, our last one anyway, I mean that was 5,000 square feet. So that was 7 bedrooms. It was a massive place. Yeah. And I was always remodeling something, redoing something. We seemed to always be painting or mowing the grass for sure, or dealing with the orchard or whatever.
Full orchard,
yep,
full garden.
In this particular case, this is like 200 square feet, maybe 300.
It was 300.
It's probably 300 square feet, but hey,
it works.
We have more time to enjoy having fun and just relaxing and enjoying life and getting to see the outdoors. So.
And keeping everything, uncluttered, hopefully.
Yeah. Yep. So anyway, so I guess that's it for now. Just wanted to kind of give you an update there. Anyone can make their rig a home if that's what they want. We can adapt to anything. So whatever you got, just make it yours. That's what it's all about. So just make it yours. So thanks for coming along. Hopefully we'll see you on our next video, and if not, maybe down the road somewhere. You can always check out our route where we're going on our website, tigneradventures.com. So anyway, so we'll see you around. Bye.
Oh, bye.